Good morning, everybody. God's people of the Diocese of Southwest Florida. I am doing this message to wish you a blessed, holy, and happy and safe Easter. I wanted to do this particular greeting from the Church of St. Thomas at Dayspring for this reason. This particular beautiful edifice is a prayer-soaked building. When this building was built over 100 years ago, the faithful people of God gathered here to pray, and they prayed for what was happening in the Great War, which they didn't understand and were not fully yet involved with. And then the great epidemic of the flu in 1918. When I was a little boy, my grandfather Smith died, and I was 8 or 9 years old. And I just heard, just a couple days ago, from my oldest brother, that my grandfather's voice was a bit scarred because his throat was cauterized to protect him from the illness of the great flu epidemic. And I never knew that. And people in this church knew about all the healings and about all of the horrible deaths that were experienced in that epidemic. After that, of course, was the Great Depression. Much prayer, much desperation. And then World War II. Again, much prayer, and fear, and uncertainty, and desperation, and a sense of willingness to do whatever it took. And then after that was the Korean War and the Vietnam War and 9/11. In this diocese, we've experienced a number of hurricanes, and now there is this critical time of pandemic in the world. And again, just like this building, our prayers have soaked our places of worship. But now, because we're being obedient to care compassionately from one another, we are separated mainly from our church buildings. And therefore, it is a time in this Eastertide to remember that it's the prayer that soaks the worship buildings that makes them holy. And now, our charge is to make a prayer-soaked world. I bid you to pay attention to the effect of your prayers. Our prayers don't change God, but through our prayers, God changes us. And we can use this time of prayer for great might, great healing, and great blessings. I'm so grateful for what I hear about all of the congregations in this diocese stepping up to provide worship and pastoral care in new ways. This time will end just like all those other times ended, but they will also shape how the church functions. And I am so grateful to you for shaping the church for tomorrow with your prayers of today. I wish you a blessed Easter. Also at this time, I'd like to extend you the greetings of the clergy of this diocese as they also extend a holy Easter greeting to you. And here they are, my good friends.
Everybody's unmuted. Here we go. Hallelujah. Christ is risen.
The Lord is risen indeed. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.